It's 1729, and we're setting up a farm in Elenivka to work on the hills near the river. Hello everyone, I call myself Zondagskind and I like to play Ostriv, and I'm really liking the setup I made. If I say so myself, this is giving me some definite Moselle vibes. In case you don't know, because well, most of my audience probably won't have gone to that particular river. It's a river in Germany where they have a lot of vineyards on the hills. It's pretty steep. It's a pretty steep hillside on the river. And this would give me some of those vibes. Obviously, like coming from a country that is notoriously flat, I get that pretty quickly. But let's just speed up the game. I also rearranged this little farm so that it still fits in the same shape, but it doesn't have these huge fields on one end and then very small ones on the other. I did keep it the same shape just because. I'm really looking forward to like making this thumbnail. If the thumbnail's not something of this being in full growth, then I probably messed up. So you will probably know that by now. I don't yet. Do worry a bit about the not enough food variety here. Maybe I should have gotten something there, but first I just want to see this farm go up, and then I'll even like slot this house in first before we work on anything else. There's the farm. That means we can link these fields. Oh, I do want manager first, of course. Great, and then link it to this farm. Link. Hiya! I'm sure that nobody has ever made that joke before. There you go. Also, I need to check whether we don't have stuff we can sell. Yes. Probably a good idea to have workers for every... Whoops. People weren't working in the markets. That's not good. New family in our town, the Trochimchuk family. Danilo, Natalia, Christia, and Smiana. So 4 adults who should be able to work. We are looking for people to work. So that's good. Yeah, all be fruitful. Going to the fishing dock, to the market stall. Christia is still unemployed. And Smiana is also working at the market stall. Excellent. Good stuff. Now onto the lime kiln, which is really important because then actually we can stop gathering stone again, I think. Yeah, we have enough stone for now. And then they can focus on the limestone again, which is over here. And there's another family settling in our town. Vdovichenko, Alexandra and Natalia, with their 2-year-old Yevhen, and a messenger from their Kachi. You know what that means. Sell all the Sell all the charcoal. Oh, we did. Yeah. Some salo, since we can't make that yet. Seems okay. So, there's the lime kiln. And basically what happens is they bring limestone and charcoal, if I remember correctly, into this big, like basically pot where it's baked, or I don't know what you would call it, but it's burnt basically. Here in the, I think we call this the Timchishin commune. We're building this quite like sizable house up on the hill, up on the ridge, and here people are sowing in the, here it's a potato and buckwheat field, and this is a wheat and flax field, whereas over here I'm having them make sunflowers, buckwheat. Maybe I should have done sunflowers on that other field. That would have looked nice. But and this is potato and buckwheat, always with a fallow field between them. But yeah, already like them just working up on this little ridge, I really like. Is it efficient, like min-maxing? It would have been better to have the entrances on this side But I think in time there will be like a little community over here as well. I mean, this build style so far is nothing if not space inefficient. There's another house, and immediately Taras Stofjuk and Smiana Trochimchuk have married. So that was, if I remember correctly, yeah, Smiana recently moved in and immediately found love with Taras, who works in the brickworks. So romantic. And how are we coming along here with the bricks? 4,000 already? Very good. And there we go, another house for people to live in. Probably this time not via a marriage, but that's okay as we start on yet another one. I'm starting to think about getting the saddlery and getting what's it called, the cart shed. I think that's going to be for next year, but it will come relatively soon, I think. And there's a new family and a child in the Frederick family, the Topchees. Topchees are moving in, Rodoslav and Irina and Volodymyr. And Frederick, we have Nadia Frederick, a newborn, unemployed, unacceptable. You need to already work. Matvey works in the stone mining, and they are starting to bring in lime again, as limestone is now being put into the lime kiln. But it is slow. It is slow progress, and arguably I shouldn't have 4 workers in here, but I am a rebel like that. Also, I'm seriously considering getting another construction office. Like, we do have quite a lot of construction workers, but you can never have enough. I just can't resist the temptation. Plop. Another village house, as a child has been born in the Patrizia family, Serhii. That has to be a boy, so they have 3 boys. And we're starting on the final house in this commune, I believe. Yes, the next one is up in this very new one, which we will name after whichever family moves in here. And a new family is setting here, Kocherha, Zhivoslav and Hanna. Very nice. And another house is done. I think I will move the construction office up a bit so that we work it this year. And this is ready for construction. Then actually, I want this. Because whoever lives here, to me, is like the main person of this commune. And a new family is settling here. The Burhis. Or the Burhis. Please, I hope that someone Ukrainian starts watching this and tells me how to pronounce the names. In any case, Salanti and Olena and Oha are moving in. Very good. And she's going to work as a laborer for the lime kiln, as a child has been born in the Nevenchani family. Oh, it is pretty big. This is a pretty big household. I hope they have a couple of rooms so they have some privacy. You know, you don't want to live in each other's aura all day, even in 1729. And yet another house. Apparently the soil here is exhausted. That is not great. And we have Sviatoslav. Zhichar, welcome to this world. And the Federiks. That's your 4th child, with 22 years of age difference. Also, 61 and 50 years old. I don't know. Is that... I know that in CK3 there was at some point this bug where people seem to get kids at absurd ages still. Not sure, 61, 50? That does seem like a little on the high end, at least. The Horobets family is settling in our town, and I did see that people were struggling for money, but apparently not anymore. That's good. As Maxim and Hannah have settled, and Maxim is working as a laborer for the brickworks. Very nice. And we already have 9,000 bricks. Woof. Probably, yeah, we'll actually have to find something to use our bricks on relatively soon. Let's go for this, and let's say, okay, you don't do this in August, September, or in March, April. And yeah, just produce all the sunflower oil you can, because why not? And yeah, there's the construction office. Now, we already had a construction office somewhere. If I can find it. It was over here. Oh, we didn't even fully hire up. Oh, but that's because of seasonality. Right. That makes sense. And that is fine, honestly. I still chuckle every time I see the Karpuk's back garden. It's kind of obscene how big their back garden is. Like they probably, if this were modern times, they would definitely have like 6 cars parked there and a tennis court and stuff. Just silly stuff like that. And Danilo Kulikivsky and Olesia Lisnenko, yeah, have married and gone into this house. Very nice. We have so many open vacancies that it's a-okay to just get all these houses. There we go, another house, and you're building the next one already. Stuff is looking good, I think. And yeah, like I said, I think for 1730 we're going to get some a cart shed, I think, so a saddlery and stuff. Yeah, sell some potatoes, and a new family settling here. It's the Delitsia family, Volodymyr, Christina, and their adolescent daughters, Darina and Dolya. We're just supercharging, like, there's been years where I barely built 3 houses, it feels like, and now it feels like I've built at least 1 commune's worth. Almost completely this one is being filled in this year. Well, it's halfway. And there's, whew, this is a big family. The Tesliachuk family, the 2 parents, Natalia Marko of Rina, and her husband Pavlo, and their 3 children, Zahar, Yevheny, and Matvey. They are going to work in the smeltery. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You're actually one of the people living closest to the smeltery. Okay, so from Panyutina, I'm buying up some window glass already because I'm not sure whether I will get a glassworks before I want to get to some buildings that need them. And I'm selling off some apples and onions. Like, really, it seems crazy how good our economy is, honestly. It's crazy to me. As a new family is settling in, the Usik family, Havrilo and Christina, with his mother, Olesia, and their Maria, Fedir, and Orniana. So I think that's 2 daughters and a son. 19, 13, and 7. And there's room for even more people. And winter is setting in. Are we going to gather this in time? I'm not actually sure. I think part of this is going to spoil. Oh well. Honestly, it happens. We just have too many vacancies, which is why we're building all these houses. As the Koloturas are settling in, Artem and Oksana. This is when the travel times start to bite you. When they're just not catching the harvest in time. But we have enough food in our little village, so I'm not concerned in the slightest. And yeah, even by the end of the year, we will have completed this commune. The Horobets commune was nothing when we started this year. It was still like a little bit of forest, mostly. And now it's a thriving community of 8 houses. And, well, I'm going to say that this is an average of like 5 people, 40 people living here. We grew massively. Probably the biggest growth we've had so far. Yeah, easily. So that's great. That's great. This was a good episode, I would say. And with a cart shed, I think next year we will definitely help ourselves move things faster, which is especially important in this village where everything is so far apart. But I think with that, actually, I am going to start closing this episode. So if you like that we built a whole bunch of houses this year, and that a whole bunch of people also married, Les Danilenko and Maria Uzik in this case, which I think were both also people who moved in relatively recently. Well, not the Danilenkos, but if you like what we did this episode, then please leave a like. If you don't, then please leave a comment. You know, congratulate people in the comments with their marriages. And in any case, subscribe and ding the bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And we will see you then. Bye-bye.